I'm talking to somebody who experienced two major psychic attacks as of the recent. Today is April 16, I think. Around 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, March 28, March 30. There was an entity sent. It's looking like some sort of spike demons, and whoever was fighting it, I guess somebody have been actually possessed by this entity. It's a very kind of like a psychopathic, non-emotional energy. This kind of spike demon, I don't know how to describe how it looked, but somebody will know what I mean if it's your reading. Somebody now, after overcoming this entity, have kind of like after transmutation, has kind of like a new type of power or shield, where around the aura, where normally somebody who I've seen has flames, now there are also spikes which are like kind of like shooting things out. I don't know how to explain the words. And after that, after April, at the beginning of April, this didn't succeed. The attack was targeted towards destroying somebody's relationship, or actually. April, say 2nd, 3rd, there was another attack targeted towards somebody solar plexus, and it was made by a person who was actually suffering for cancer of a certain organ within a solar plexus. So it might be a stomach, it might be a liver, it might be, I don't know, gallbladder, it might be kidneys, some sort of cancer located on the right side of the body in an area of solar plexus, so somewhere around here. This was energy harvesting performed by a person who really needs this energy. Somebody that kind of illegally found a person who is able to do those things. So they decided to force the energy on them in order to help them transmute and survive. And these two attempts were in certain way connected, but they may have not come from the same people. Although both of those people, funnily enough, they suffer of the same kind of cancer. Let's see, astrological is 12th house Virgo and a Jupiter in. This is 12th house Scorpio with a Jupiter. So we have a darker energy of like, I would say that if we talk about root chakra, many people disagree, but I think Mars and Scorpio are very good representation of this energy, where Mars is a bright kind of expression of the same type of energy. It's a very strong energetic, it's a perception-based energy. It's an extroverted perception-based energy. And the Scorpio is kind of on the dark side of this energy. The Jupiter out there, I see the crown and root chakra circuit. So I see somebody's actively using the psychic realm information in order to achieve goals in reality. Here we talk about the practitioner with this. It might be a person who is well versed spiritually, who is currently, I don't know, this person for sure has some addictions. It might be somebody from your life. It might be a father of your ex-partner. It might be a grandfather of your current partner or father, but I'm seeing a masculine, I'm seeing a darker complexion. And I see somebody in a age around 60, I'd say. Around 60 something. And there are two people like this. This is not one person. There are two people who are very similar. They have similar soul signature. They are not coming from the same family. Okay. Let me see something more. I want to go deeper into it and like why even there is... Okay. So one thing is magician, as I suspected, and we have a Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands was in reverse, so like that's the symbol of a magic. Magic, usually Queen of Wands in reverse is a one who performs dark magic. And as I said, this is the dark side of the root energy, so a powerful drive. This is associated with practices like voodoo, like root work. This is the Queen of Wands in reverse, and a magician. So we have here definitely some sort of root worker, somebody who is using energy, projecting themselves onto energy, harvesting energy, doing some sort of dark magic. Here we have, I think it's a it might be mother and a child, it might be a parent and a child. We have a child in, I'd say it's probably approaching teenage years. It might be from 8 to 12, and a caregiver, right? A parent. Those people are significant, and I'm getting these are people who are related to those two masculines. There are parallel, I don't know how to explain it. You are connected to the two sets of karmics where the same karmic pattern is in relation in the family. One of them using, I don't know, let's say some sort of this is the same practices in two different sides. Like somebody is, let's say, Indian and follows the Indian style of belief, another one is a Buddhist, and another one is, for example, Christian. They do the same things, but there is one thing I really think of right now is that there is this dualism in experience that they're reinforcing by believing something in a strict manner. So the fact that this attack even happened, it happened from the malfunction of thinking or sort of problem with comprehension. They do not have higher level of comprehension within their soul. They do have the higher level of comprehension within the earthly realm and how things work. They do have strong physical understanding of reality and energy, but their soul didn't evolve. They both live in the lower realm. It perhaps this one of the people represents the Martian archetype, and another person represents the Scorpionic archetype. Okay, 11th house, Capricorn. And here we have this is South Node, this is North Node, 11th house Capricorn, North Node. So this still gives me the energy that there are more people behind it. This is North Node, okay. So this is somebody actual life mission here. Well, somebody might indeed be some sort of practitioner or a part of the group or a part of the church. I heard the Rosicrucian. I don't know what exactly it means. Maybe it will mean something for somebody I'm reading for. Okay, so we have a parent of a child. And this is some sort of revenge, or what it actually is. So somebody demands apology for some sort of illusion. Oh, okay. If you have a partner, one of the situation is on the side of your partner and one of the situations on your side. There is the same pattern within two same families. There are people who are archetypally the same characters and the situation is the same. There is the illusory attempt, illusory how to call it, demand for apology for something. It's based on somebody's subjective perception about something. It's not based on truth. What is it based on? It's based on the fact that somebody left emotional situation and retrieved somewhere else or disconnected from some group of people. they don't want this person to walk away. They searching for things to do in order for these people to stay connected. So you perhaps and your partner, or you in two situations which are somehow parallel, they want you to stay connected to those situations. But I see this are dark people. There is one person here is more like tribal. They type of belief is based exactly on some sort of ancient rules. And another person is Christian. I'm getting Rosicrucianism, Rosicrucian. Another one is like some sort of Oriental voodoo, related to element of water. The most, there might be somebody from Ireland, Haitian, maybe Filipino, I don't know, some sort of country like Sri Lanka. It's an island, and those people look a little bit darker. They shorter. It's for sure something like that. Okay, Five of Pentacles. So these people are in spiritual poverty, and it's not only spiritual poverty, it reflects in how their body operates. Both of those people having Cancer and solar plexus area. I don't know, this is like they missing this Leo energy in their life. They do not have unconditional approach to society. They do not have an approach which actually builds up everybody. They try to execute their force and their ego over somebody else. I feel here a lot of control. The actual reason for why they have those particular health problems is related to misuse of energy. The energy from inside and outside is not matching. The energy they are externalizing from within is harming people around them. Okay, there would be two situations for sure here. Excuse me, core reason for first situation, family in reverse. So the first, and I'm not getting, we're saying both. Both situation, the family is in reverse. The family was destroyed. The family was dismantled, cut off. Somebody walked away. Somebody walked away from one family and from the other family. Why the person was forced to leave? Tower. Oh, there was some shocking, traumatic event. I don't know if somebody started to awaken. Maybe somebody started to see everything slowly through spiritual lens. Maybe somebody went to some sort of a healer, and the healer found out that they are being indeed tied to a karmic family which is harming them in some sort of way. Okay, so here we have a King of Wands and then art. So this is a Temperance card, the Archangel card. You have a King of Wands who is probably of a sign of Sagittarius, or with a Temperance card, who actually has the divine path opened in front of this person. The person starts to see the divine path, see what's holding them back. I'm getting also started to see the scars and see the psychological mental abuse from a side of that family. The person I'm reading for, this King of Wands, who is from this family, went through hell, went through something extremely difficult. This is Dark Night of the Soul. It gives me Dark Night of the Soul, or some sort of shadow integration. And he's on the Martian side. So he's on this, like, this is a person who has extreme amount of power within the root chakra. This might be somebody who is performing some sort of sports, maybe I know for sure somebody who is very physical in the way they approach reality. And I'm getting this person open up their intuition. which is very shocking, because they just for the first time they see a layer of the reality which never been there before. And the person integrated this intuition to their life. They see how things are forming. They see where they come from. They see the pattern. And they are very righteous. And you see, this is somebody balanced. And I don't know if this is not a problem, that the person got balanced. Because now I'm started to see with all of these cards in here, which I already have. And let me just see this. All right. Yeah, no, the family is a demon in this person's life, of devil in reverse. I don't know if this person is supposed to be a sacrifice. I'm getting, in a spiritual sense, definitely yes. In an earthly sense, I think this person was abandoned by this family, actually. Wait, the Temperance in reverse and the Five of Cups. Yeah, the person was forced to walk away with immense pain in their heart, because this person have been rejected. I'm getting scapegoated, treated as a black sheep, and they how to call it, they, for the longest time, they held on to the pain in their heart. They held on to the abuse, and they also treated it as normal. They felt a second rate, even though this is a leader. This is somebody with extremely good instinct and extremely big open heart. But yet they saw themselves as those people saw them. So they saw themselves through the projection of others. If there is a bunch of people, let's say it's a whole family, projecting negative emotions on somebody, spreading rumors, spreading false opinions, this all returns to the person itself. So without the psychic awareness of the phenomena itself, you started to, and with a big empathy, right? If somebody is an empath, and I'm getting somebody here as an earth angel, so it's an empath. It's a almost, it gives me a dysfunctional empath before, and now it gives me like more integrated one. They really believed these things about themselves. They really believed what those people been speaking about them, been thinking about them, they've been projecting upon them, which was complete and utter bullshit, I'm sorry to say. And through this empathy, their worldview, their self-confidence, it's all been destroyed. This is like a more psychological way of looking at it. Psychically, there is an entity in this lineage. As I said, somebody have been attacked more than 2 weeks ago, and repeatedly, and another time after a few days, it's been attacked again. This spike-like entity. And the point is really, the point of this all attacks, and I'm getting it strongly now, the point of all of these attacks is to prove that this person is like they described it. Even though it's complete lies. They found the scapegoat, they made it into the scapegoat, they blamed everything on them. And then after this person radically transformed, became somebody amazing, right? Became somebody balanced, became somebody who did something with their life, right? Somebody who perhaps has a good job, somebody who's perhaps actually helping people right now. They wanted to create the circumstances in which they wouldn't have to apologize, in which they wouldn't have to admit that they're wrong. They created circumstances in which this person will still be to blame. And I'm getting this demon, this entity is supposed to do this particular job, but it failed. It failed terribly. Tell me what entity this is. This is definitely a trick, as I was saying. Returns item and punishes thieves, reveal hidden treasures. It's something about money in it too. I'm getting by blocking this person's chakra system, by keeping it depressed, keeping the person depressed and insecure, somebody have been gaining things out of this person's destiny energetically. Well, there always have to be one who's being sacrifice in order for other person. Somebody have been going through somebody else's karma here. It wasn't their own karma, but because I'm seeing a pure soul. Somebody was born as an earth angel, very pure person. I'm getting through the contact with this family, their own family, by their practices, by their dualistic point of view, believing in God in a Christian manner, Rosicrucian or whatever, reinforces the existence of the devil, right? So there are opposing forces. There are somebody have to be a devil, somebody have to be a god. I'm getting here as a grandfather or a father figure. They wanted to be seen as those great leaders or providers. They wanted to be seen as somebody who was actually leading. But I don't see that here. Let me show you something about this. They have 10 of Wands and 10 of Swords. So that's what's happening right now. They will be burned. The family reconciliation isn't possible completely because they will be inflicted by years of karma. In order for it to come together, they have to go through the same thing and for the same long as the person who they did it to. So if this person was depressed since 10 years old, now they're gonna be depressed. Probably if this is grandfather until the end of their life and will just end. If this is a father, then I would say 30 years, 20 years of the same thing, So I guess it's not logical at this point. And I'm getting situation like if there is somebody who's been addicted to, I'd say, some dangerous substance like meth, the same as they've been, the same as they've been addicted to sending this negative energy, to creating those gossips, those false narratives about a person. If they've been addicted to doing that, at certain point, when they gather all this karma, they have bags full of karma, they are on very bottom, they can't just do, you just now have to just reverse it, or you can't go any lower, right? Well, it's just easier to keep doing the same thing, because like let's say like addicted, their body is in such a condition physically that if they don't do it, they will just probably die within a few days or a month, because their body simply doesn't work already. The organs are destroyed and damaged. The brain is fried. So it's just easier to keep doing the same thing, right? The same thing I see here in this situation. I'm not saying about, this is just an analogy, but I'm seeing this person, I don't know if they will stop, because they are at this point where it's better to keep this false narrative than to try to find balance in the situation and try to apologize for the truth, And the interesting thing about the King of Wands here, not only Earth Angel, but also a gatekeeper. I'm getting this is somebody who is standing on a gate when somebody is dying. People have to pass through him because this person has pure heart and objectivity and empathy. He will be the one to judge if the soul can move to the next stage of life. So if this is a grandfather, if they die, unfortunately, they will meet this person from their family at the gate, psychically, even though perhaps this is their grandson or child. He will be still alive, but in his psychic state, if this person likely meditates, likely does spiritual work after this awakening, they will meet this very person, this very soul, and they will be judged by this particular soul. And of course he forgives, right? Of course it is all forgiven, because this person has a giant heart. Interesting. How many more psychic attacks they need to do? Okay, so it's the Emperor in reverse. Of course, this is abuse of power, abuse of authority. Tower. These people having a tower, this energy comes back right now. The entity they've been using comes back. The projection on somebody else's energy is completely removed. It's completely removed. That's what I'm getting. I'm sorry, there's like spirit speaking from me. there is no more karmic ties. Person I'm talking to, because still sees two situations, and I simply don't know, because I don't know if the same person has been dealing with two parallel situations in different places. If this is like his mom's side and father's side on the family, they're exactly the same, or this is something else. Empress in reverse and a Hierophant. So here we have for sure a mother figure who is doing something with a priest. Maybe grandmother, maybe grandfather and grandmother. Going to some sort of church. I'm saying this is branch of Christianity, branch of something. Rosicrucianism. This keeps popping. But it's actually something very dark. Okay, and here we have a Knight of Prince of Swords. I'm getting this is a father. It's a father who abandoned child in pursuit of his own passion. Perhaps this person is kind of robotic, a little bit more on the intellectual side. Perhaps has issues with emotional understanding. There's a lot of karma on the backs of those people. Here we have a victory. Victory over some karmic battle, karmic situation. Here we have stability in the family. So I don't know if this person made their own family and they don't have to be entangled in that family anymore. 10 of Pentacles. So there is a lot of rewards after this cycle. I don't know if this is like kind of Saturn's return of somebody. This person have wealth, will have wealth, or already has wealth. This is the one who spirits and ancestors chose in both of these lineages in order to lead everybody out of the karmic debt, out of the dualistic understanding, out of I don't even know how to call it. I mean, this person leads people to salvation, actually. Not through organized religion, not through showing off, not through doing everything for a cloud. For actual internal work. I'm getting an empath and an introvert. Somebody works with spirits. Somebody works with spirits who are no longer here. This is this awakened soul I'm getting. Okay, so this is the truth. This is confirmation. Whether you are this King of Wands. Hold your lineages with you. Those who are of the light. And they're giving you all the authority right now above this situation. So if you ever experience, okay, an High Priestess card, you do have a gift of secret side. You do know what to do. And you have the access. If you don't know the answers, you can just ask and spirits will tell you. They are on your side. If something like this ever will happen again, you have full authority over a situation. Just say one word and they will do the work. If you're curious why, if you're still curious about the mechanism behind it, just know one thing. This is all ego attachment. This is all trying to turn the situation upside down. It's all try to came out of the giant hole they dug themselves in karmically. There is no fault in it. You already went through what you had to go through. Okay. So I think I touched on to one situation. There's the other situation here, and I feel it strongly. I don't know how to tie it all together, but there are same essential patterns. Okay. Fairy Lantern and clear solution. So I don't know if this is you and your partner, you and your friend. You're going through the same thing, parallelly, at the same time. Lantern Fairy, the clear solution. There is a solution. The solution have been found. You don't have to endure pain. Little Owl, wisdom lighter as a feather. So somebody will get, every time they need it, they will be able to access the higher knowledge in order how to deal with this situation. If you feel the psychic attack approaching, if you feel somebody projecting on yourself, this is trespassing. You, as you are probably now a medium or a psychic, you know where a spirit is approaching you. You know what you feel. You're trying to resonate with it. You try to talk to it. And it has bad intentions, right? It doesn't say, just screams, let's say, and it's just like, and you know, your body starts to hurt. No, you remove that. That's not a spirit who wants something from you. This is a spirit who wants to take from you. That's how it works. Two little witches, magical clearing space. And I'm getting for both of those people who have both this parallel situation here. Somebody wants to get something out of you because you left and the supply ended, right? Just clear it out. And somebody has to really invest into developing spiritual protection. Whoa. Okay. Fairy of the green world, the natural world needs you. Yes, you are the key player. You are the key factor of this reality. You are needed here, not them. They can just, you know, whatever be decided. You are here. You are deciding. You are the leader. From this perspective, they rather remind like somebody who is were easily replaceable. Especially that there are two situations. And they have like a parallel characters, like they are the same archetypes, as if you could just merge these both families and the same thing will come out. I'm getting something much deeper here. I don't know if to start to talk about it. I'm getting this karmic programming and entities which are beyond the family members. This is the energies which are I'm getting energy trapped of entities trapped on Earth, which are trying to cloak as a family member in order to survive. I'm getting also soulless beings. Somebody in this family does not have a soul. They have like an I don't know. You just feel it. You just look at this person and you see, oh, their eyes are like completely blank. They don't actually. They're not actually there. They're not actually talking to you. There's something else that possesses them. They seem to always just give like a standard answer on everything. They don't go deeper into the conversation at all. They don't have capacity to truly talk about something, or talk about emotions. They are just a robot. I'm getting this is this person's father. He's an, I don't know if he gave away his soul, because I'm also getting this person is from some sort of royal lineage with such a great, there's such a great spiritual inheritance. It's very rich also. It's like multicultural. There are spirits from different elemental spirits, different angels, different characters. There is a connection to lower world. And I'm getting this is very good contractual connection. That's why they have a lot of entities they can contract in order to count others. And this family is working only with a lower energy. They covering it up by religious beliefs. Love is strange. So maybe there is some relationship. Love relationships. That's also what I've been getting a little bit. As if two people came together in order to parallelly at the same time deal with the same type of karma. With the same type of patterning, the same characters. And that's how these people, I see they cooperate together, but nothing came out about it. The mermaid of immersion. I'm getting somebody has two choices now, and this is personally for a person I'm reading for the King of Wands. You have two choices. One choice is you can go ahead and be ultra creative and very recognizable. You can be somebody who is a media type of person, maybe YouTuber, maybe somebody who does somebody original, maybe entertainer. Another way, it's the complete immersion, complete commitment. You can be completely committed to your spiritual journey. And then you can become a spiritual guru. That's the two ways of going about it. You can either be a highly spiritual, very wise, kind of funny guy, or you can be somebody really serious with serious spiritual authority. Somebody here can be a practitioner for sure. Somebody here can be a shaman. Somebody here can be a medium. Somebody open up their psychic gifts for sure. Orca magic, as I said, the Akashic library is open. Anytime you want to know something, they are there for you. You can just ask, they will tell you everything. They will tell you the best outcome. This is like a spiritual chat GPT. They just tell you, you know? Of course, chat GPT won't be able to answer the same questions because those questions, they have dimension of time which is beyond the comprehension of what time is for people. It's simply not possible. This is a multi-dimensional how to explain that? So let me try to do it with Ajna, right? The third eye chakra. And I associate it with the Saturn because the Saturn is epitome of judgment. This is actually third eye has a lot of judgment within, because you're forming the opinions here about the reality. Of course, this is high level opinions. Then there is a crown chakra. I don't know if you know that the Jungian cognitive functions, let's take them as analogy. In Ajna, we have TI, for example, TI function. This is introverted judgment. And of course, perception. The perception always flows up. And in the crown chakra, we have, if there are 4 types of perception, the crown chakra is the merged perception. Crown chakra merges everything which human cognition constitutes of, and it removes the judgment from it. So it's like as if it's a blend of all possible functions, and then the judgment is being removed, but judgment still is in the third eye chakra. So I say Saturn, Jupiter, perhaps, or Neptune. Crown chakra is just to observe. Just to observe and know from every possible side. It's claircognizance. But you need to use your third eye then in order to explain it, right? You need judgment, you need words, you need articulation in order to explain something. So here I see it. This person went here, started to see reality, and then went above, and above that here, this person went through a karmic cycle. Very karmic cycle, and now it's over. Like now, and the next chakra gives you access to this, to your Akashic library. I'm getting now this person, after this karmic cycle with this family, with this particular devils in their life, they have free access to the Akashic library. We can just close their eyes and we're gonna see it. We're gonna see the building, we're gonna see thought, we're gonna see whoever God they're working with, we're gonna see whoever works there, we're gonna see how it looks, we're gonna see how it operates, the organic technology, and everything that ever happened is accessible now. Now you can be a tarot reader. Congratulations. Now you can be a medium. Now you can, wow. So that's brilliant. I don't know if somebody from this family wanted this destiny. Everybody can have it. Just do the work. Like, you just have to, you know, metaphorically kill yourself a few times and it will happen. And I see now this grandparents there, or grandfather, father figure, they do have this solar plexus issue. Like, this is a giant solar plexus issue to the point that they may have terminal cancers. That's what I've been getting there. Well, that's where they went wrong. You know, the solar plexus is a masculine energy, especially if this was on the right side. This is where I felt the pain when I've been channeling that. This is a misuse of power. This is a misuse of masculine energy. This is the dark side of Scorpio, root chakra, going into solar plexus in the form of Pluto, trying to exert power above others, not giving the chance, not giving, judging. See, I mentioned also Saturn. It's like as if this is only free placement they all been using. Toxic masculinity. Some sort of attachment to some sort of hierarchy. Reinforced dualistic thinking by religion. Okay, I'm leaving. Sorry.